Feet hit the floor, you're alive. So now what? Well, let me give you a morning motivational minute-ish. Oops. There we go. Keep silence for the most part and speak only when you must, and then briefly. Epictetus. So, I wish I could say I was great at this, right? Well, I used to be ish, but I think before my accident I was fairly good about not talking so much. I of course, yes, my family and I kept things close to the chest, like too much. I'm like, me? But yeah, I was very, very private. I'm like, people, I didn't let anyone in my life except for a very few. Like, I had like two of my best buds. That was it. I'm like, they pretty much knew it all, but others, not so much, just because it's just how it was, kind of how I am. And well, of course, oh, and good morning, salud, aloha. So good to see you up early there. I'm guessing California-ish, somewhere up and down. Traveling woman. But yeah, the whole talking a lot, I did not talk a lot. I was very, I won't say closed off, but I'm like superficial. Like, I kept my intimate thoughts. Well, I kept my thoughts basically to myself. Of course, you could ask my wife now, and the accident completely changed that. I mean, not completely. I'm still selective about who I talk to, and my wife gets a lot of that. But and it is funny, like talking a lot more, I guess, is one of the deficits of my injury. Who would have thought? But it's actually funny, at the third hospital, my speech therapist, Katie, decided it was time for a field trip around the hospital. She wanted to go out and for me to speak to strangers. So, oh, you're in San Francisco? Oh, that is awesome. I'm definitely thumbs up on San Francisco. I'll have to talk to you about that. Well, I'll see you later, I'm sure, online. But yeah, I think Katie was, how do you say, somewhat surprised because I talked to like everybody. And I mean, it's not too far off from what I was. I mean, I've always been an introvert, very much kept to myself. I think the only thing that changed is, well, I always want to make the other person feel better or not self-conscious, because I know I totally did. But especially with all the happy drugs I got, I was like, hey, how you doing? Just, hey, I'm interested. I want to hear people's story. And if you're going up or down the elevator at a hospital, I mean, it's not too long, but, there's time for a little conversation. So I think, I blew away my speech therapist because she was like, okay, yeah, that talking, maybe we can slow that down. But hey, it's funny. It's just, what are you doing? What are you doing? Who are you speaking to. I mean, we can even go back, keep silent for the most part, and speak only when you must, and then briefly. So, yeah, it's like, hey, be brief about it. So, I guess, yeah, keeping the thoughts to yourself. And something I've done is create this journal, and so I always have it with me and try to get organized. Which my wife, by the way, is like insanely awesome at. I not so much, but that is something I desire and working on. But once again, thank you for checking this out, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Remember, you matter, your story matters, you belong here. Cheers. Bye, salute.